time, baby. Oh yeah, this is definitely a hot jam. You know, Ja Rule and Ashanti. You know who it is. Till 50 took his, his king, his throne. But what's happening, y'all? It's the Dunn Man here, chilling at Edge 88.1, Grandview University, and I'm just gonna get at you a little bit about opening day baseball. It's just coming up here around the corner. Got a couple more games they're gonna be playing for spring training. You can catch up with your team and see when they're gonna be playing and who they're gonna be playing against. Just go to MLB.com and you can look up any team that you want, any player that you would like to look up, and you can pretty much find out everything else, so forth. But check it. Opening day is gonna be hard because it's baseball, and steroid use is not in effect anymore. It's very seldom, so it's gonna be some real raw talent. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be hot, and it could be not. We don't know. It could be a real atrocious season. It could be just an atrocious season. And my team is the Atlanta Braves, and I honestly think that they're going to be atrocious this year because, we got one young pup that might be good, but this is Bobby Cox's last year. So I don't think they're going to be doing good at all. Now, if we look around the corner at some other teams around the area, like the New York Yankees, they're going to be dominant. And that they're going to be bringing it. They're going to be bringing it. Every year, through and throughout, they come with it. They come with it every year. I don't care what you say. They come with it. So, Yankees, they're going to be good. New York. They got that ball field just right across the street. And, Derek Jeter, he's tearing down numbers. He's making a name for himself over names that have been iconic in the years before, such as Yogi Berra, Lou Gehrig. He's passed those numbers. What's next for him? What's next? So, you got that to look at. And my homeboy Chipper Jones, he's going to be doing it switch from the left to the right. And hopefully he has a healthy season. He's been having a lot of injuries, but, he's a good athlete. And that's all that matters. Okay? So, everybody, get yourself ready for some baseball, baby. Ow, 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 ow! Baseball, that pop, the nice sound of the glove when it hits the ball, hits the glove, ball hits the bat. Strike three out, hit to the next song.
What is up? Welcome back, Wednesday Night Sports. This is BJ sitting here with the Dunn Man. One to holler at you guys real quick about is UFC 111, which happened Saturday night. If you like to watch fights, there's very few places in Des Moines you can go to watch them. I would not recommend going to Buffalo Wild Wings unless you're going to get there about 4 days in advance, because you will not get a seat in that place. I went, tried to get a seat, ended up going home watching the fights on my little 13-inch computer screen, and I was surprised at what I saw. The first big upset was Shane Carwin knocking out Frank Mir in the first round about a minute and a half in, and that was a real shocker for a lot of people. He's going to face Brock Lesnar sometime in the upcoming future for the World Heavyweight Championship. But the fight of the night for me was George St. Pierre dominating Dan Hardy in that it was a 5-round bout where GSP just controlled the whole thing. He had takedowns at will. He was moving all around Hardy. He was unable to really land any kind of offense on GSP at all. GSP said after the fight that he was a little bit disappointed with himself, that he was unable to knock Hardy out or submit him. He did have him in a couple crazy submissions, but Hardy would just not submit. probably would have had his arm broken off before he submitted, so it's not like GSP wasn't trying, but he was just unable to get the submission. But still, in usual GSP style, he dominated the whole entire fight, controlled the offense, controlled the pace, and won by unanimous decision. And it's good to see some of the championship fighters getting back there in the UFC because they've all been out with injuries over the last several months. We're going to get a chance to see Anderson Silva fight here coming up, and some other heavyweight bouts. BJ Penn's going to fight. And tonight, actually, kicking off here in about 10 minutes is UFC Fight Night, where, let's see, who's fighting tonight? It's, I'm drawing a blank right now. It's Kenny Florian. Kenny Florian's fighting tonight, so that'll be interesting as well. And that's a free fight. The show's on Spike very rarely, so if you get the opportunity to catch that, I would suggest it. Stick with us here on Edge 88. We're going to talk a whole lot more about sports tonight. We'll be back with the Dunn Man here shortly. Stick around, Edge 88. Here's Crossfade by Cold. Be the first caller right now at 263-2985 and have a chance to win 2 tickets to the Funny Bone, located at 506 South Prairie View in West Des Moines, comedy club and restaurant. For more information, you can visit their website at www.funnybonedm.com. Again, call right now at 263-2985.
Oh, that's an old little knee slapper right there, boy. Yeah, check yourself. Snap, crackle, and pop. What's up? You're back with the Dunn Man. You know what to do. It's Wild Now Wednesdays. We keep it real, just like ripping off an orange peel, baby.
Alright, Dumb Man. I don't know, I'm having a hard time getting myself together after that beat, man. Me and the Dumb Man were in here getting emotional after that Coldplay song. We both were enjoying it. It's kind of neat doing this little different thing, playing some different music tonight and staying away from the hip-hop, huh, Dumb Man?
Oh, most def, you know, nice, nice, cool, refreshing, it's like clean Lennon, you know, that's what it is.
Alright, Dumb Man, from clean Lennon, let's talk about some NFL, and the latest news coming out of the Eagles camp is that Don McNabb will be traded prior to next month's draft. So my question is, what team do you think he's going to end up on, and what team's the best fit for Donovan McNabb at this stage in his career?
Well, first you got to ask yourself, are you ready for some football? And then you then you can, go on after that. So basically, Donovan McNabb, you're not that hot, you're not that good, okay? You got, pretty decent arm, you got pretty decent mechanics and skills or whatever, but you know what it comes down to is I want to see Michael Vick make a huge comeback and be the starting quarterback in Philadelphia, baby. Michael Vick nation.
Well done, man. I don't think you're going to see that happen, buddy, because the whole reason they're trading Don McNabb is so they get Kevin Kolb out on the field, and that's what Philly fans want. You got this kid sitting in the wing making millions of dollars, not seeing the field. A lot of people think he's just as good, as, if not better, than Don McNabb. And then if he don't work out, then you can go to Michael Vick in the second string. There's no reason to keep those 3 quarterbacks on your staff anymore. And if anyone else in the league really thought that highly of Don McNabb, they would have picked him up already, because the Eagles are taking all offers, and as of today said that if anyone had blown them away with a good trade offer, they would have taken it already.
Yeah. Ups and downs, it's all about the game. Everybody's going to be up and down and down and up and down and up and up and down. It's all going around and around and around. So as long as this access that we're chilling on here in the world is okay, I think we'll be all right. But I want to see McNabb. I want to see him do some things. I don't want to have to see some type of injury report on him, because I've not only once heard it, but I've also heard it from multiple resources that he gets very, very exhausted in many playoff games. Very exhausted. So, you know, he needs to figure it out.
Well,
Flex fit, baby.
From what it sounds like, Dunn, man, he's probably going to be going to the Raiders is the latest word, and he ain't even going to have to worry about playing any playoff games if that's what's happening, because he'll be done at the end of the season, so he could just relax. It is possible that him and T.O. could both end up in Oakland. That'd be a real interesting situation, considering last time they were teammates, it didn't work out so hot, so some more drama heading to the Oakland area quite possibly here very soon.
Oh yeah, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Just ask P. Diddy, Sean, P. Diddy Combs. Yeah, it's all about the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins.
Money talks, Dunn, man, and we don't get paid none, so we're going to head back to the radio here and let you listen to some Rooster by Alice in Chains here on Edge 88 KDPS.
Give me the moolah, give me the moolah. Let's snap to it, y'all.
What is up? Welcome back. Wildin' Out Wednesdays, BJ and the Dunn Man hanging out at the KDPS studio here at Grandview University. Right now what we're going to talk about is the NCAA basketball tournament, and it is the perfect time of year. We're down to our final 4 teams, but what we're going to talk about is the possibility of the future expanding to a 96-team field for the tournament, and a lot of people think this is a really bad idea. It's going to take away all the enjoyment from what makes March Madness great.
Well, if you look at it, how many Division I basketball teams are there in the nation, in the United States of America? There's around 256. So that's a lot of basketball teams. And I think it's absolutely the correct thing to do, because this helps put more players on the map of maybe going to the next level. And those who choose not to go to the next level, even though they still get that great experience that they can tell their children about. So I think that the more televised, the better.
Alright, Dunn, man, I will give you that, but then you still got the NIT tournament on top of that and countless other tournaments. When's it come to a point where if you're not good enough, you don't go to a tournament and you don't play? It's not Little League. There's not you're not getting a ribbon for your performance. We're going to start having here is teams with 500 records going to the NCAA tournament. It's absolutely ridiculous. The only reason they're doing this is not to provide more opportunities for players, but to provide more money-making opportunities for themselves. As we know, the NCAA charges quite a pretty penny for some of these networks to show the games. They're probably going to end up teaming up with ESPN because they've got several networks and formats to show these games on. So it's really just another way for the NCAA to put more money in their pocket.
Most definitely. So, basically, it's definitely going to be big for money. I mean, every year there's a lot of people that throw a lot of money down, a lot of that moolah into the stocks for Bush, because Anheuser-Busch makes absolutely cake amounts of money when it comes to March Madness, because of all the games that go on in the arenas. They sell mad product.
All right, Dunn, man. I don't know if it's about that. I think it's more about the NCAA themselves stuffing their pockets full, and they want to figure out any way possible to get as much money as possible. And this will also give a lot of coaches job security. It will allow coaches to add those tournaments appearances to their resumes and whatnot. So it's going to allow coaches with subpar records to stick around, get huge contracts, and all this for really underachieving. So that's my take on that, Dunner. Let's kick it back to the tunes. We got Someday by Rob Thomas. Hang around. We got the Beast of the Week segment coming up soon.
Hip, hop, hip it there. Yeah. Let's do it. Snap to it up.
What is up? Welcome back to Wildin' Out Wednesdays with BJ and the Dumb Man. Right now, like we usually do around this time, we'll give you our Beast of the Week, honoring the best athletes and other people in the athletic arena throughout the last week. You want to start us off tonight, Dumb Man?
No, I'm gonna have to let you go first, my man.
You're gonna let me go first?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little under the pressure.
A little pressure, all right.
Pressure right now, bro.
Right,
I can handle it. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna take it under control. All right, here's my Beast of the Week. You ready? And the winner goes to Mr. Wall out of Kentucky. Because everybody thought he was going to win. Everybody thought he was going to do it. And what happened? Came up a little short, my friend. He came up a little short.
So why are you giving him the Beast of the Week if he came up short, Dunn?
Because
this ain't the loser
sometimes,
of the week.
No. I'm going somewhere with this.
All right, let's
sometimes you need to respect somebody who has had just a phenomenal season, whether it's a NCAA championship winning person or not. And he did absolutely one of the most featured NCAA basketball players, in this year, and with the new coach coming in, I thought, and he's a young pup, I thought he played very, very well for who he was, and I haven't been on air for a while, so I haven't got the chance to really give him a congrats, and I'm sorry about his loss and so forth, and that's gonna happen, but I felt like I owed it to him.
All right, Dunn, man. Fair enough. I'll give you that, buddy. I got some NCAA basketball myself, but I'm going with the coach, and that's Coach Tom Izzo from Michigan State. He's taken a team that lost their best player, replaced a point guard with someone who's barely played this year, and he's been able to sneak by a couple of great teams, beat UNI the other night, and then snuck by Tennessee in the last seconds. They're not overloaded with talent, but Michigan State's finding a way to win, and I think a lot of that comes down to Coach Tom Izzo. I think he's one of the great motivators in college basketball, and taking a team that's not overloaded with talent and really maximizing what they can do. So I give it to Coach Tom Izzo. Hopefully, for them anyways, he stays there at Michigan State, because this is one of the great coaches of our generation. He's done a great job the whole time he's been there, so my Beast of the Week, Michigan State coach Tom Izzo. Stick around, we're going to come right back with a weather report for you for the rest of the week. Here with BJ and the Dumb Man, KDPS, Edge 88.
Yeah, we're here at Grandview University doing our thing, trying to make ourselves better for the community. So come on out to Grandview. Anytime you want to come out here and get yourself a campus visit, and we'll show you what goes down at GVU. Let's snap to it, yo.
What is up? Welcome back. We are getting ready to head out of here, but before we do, I'm going to have the Dunn Man give you a quick weather report. What do you got for us, Dunn Man?
Yo, what's happening? It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit right now, a little cloudy out here in Des Moines, Iowa. Tomorrow, Thursday, April 1st, Fool's Day, 2010. Condition, you got some AM clouds and some PM sun, so the high tomorrow is going to be about 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the low is going to be about 62 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's looking pretty nice. It should be some nice warm weather underway, and towards the end of the week I believe that there will be some rain, but we'll see, and give it back to you.
Alright, well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. If you get a chance, get out and enjoy some of this great weather and stick with us here on Edge 88 KDPS.
Yeah. Don't be hard on yourself. Keep a positive attitude. Snap to it, baby.
Hey everyone, you're listening to KGVC 94.1 FM, playing the best of the 80s and the 90s. For the next hour, you're going to be listening to DJs Devlin and Dunn. Say hi to the crowd, Dunn.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. I hope everybody else is doing good out there. Coming up for the next hour, we got some how Tiger Woods did in the Masters, what kids are using to wear to prom nowadays, and also which reality celebrity star only earned $2,200 last year. Keep it right here. This is KGVC 94.1. Coming up, we got some Smokey Robinson, Being With You. That was a Share with Believe, and you're listening to KGVC 94.1. Now, according to Parade Magazine, Snooki, the star of that hit MTV reality show Jersey Shore, she's supposed to be the breakout star, and I guess she only earned $2,200 last year. Other stars such as Ellen DeGeneres earned $35 million. Taylor Swift earned $17 million, and Tiger Woods earned $110 million. Now, I'm a little shocked that she only earned that much money because, I mean, she was everywhere on talk shows, and MTV doesn't pay their stars too little money. What you think about that, Dunn?
I think she's an upcoming actor or actress or whatever you would call that in reality television, but she has done well for herself as a new upcoming star, and I believe that she's going to be very, her potential is very, very good looking.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the second season of Jersey Shore is supposed to be coming out in summertime, and I hear that MTV's already trying to get one of the females pregnant, and there's a big bonus in it if one of them gets pregnant on the show, but I don't know if any of them is willing to do that. Coming up, we got the best of the 80s and the 90s. This is KGVC 94.1.
And welcome back to KGVC 94.1. You're hanging out with Devlin and Dunn. And I'm going to get to you at a little bit about Facebook issues. I actually have a friend of mine who used to drive me to freshman football practice at Devlin Catholic High School, who just graduated from Iowa State University and made his own business on Facebook. Yes, on Facebook.
Doing what?
Hatchlings is what it's called. It is a game played on Facebook by members. It's just like any online Easter egg hunt, and you have to search the Facebook site to collect different kinds of colorful eggs. So, as of right now, he's made the front page of the money section of the Des Moines Register with 2 employees on this new business. What are your ideas on this?
Well, you know what? I just don't understand. I mean, I get on Facebook from time to time, but I know a lot of people, like I got friends that just love playing those games. Like, there's Farmville, and there's also, like, Cafe World, and they just, like, waste their days away just playing it. Like, oh, add me on Cafe World, oh, you made food. It's just like, these simulations, I don't get it. I mean, if he's making money, how much money is he making now?
The Des Moines Register on the front page in the money section said that he was making close to $1 million with this business.
Maybe I need to make my own little stupid game.
Maybe so. Well, we're going to get back to the music here on KGVC. Stick with us.
That was just the Goo Goo Dolls with Black Balloon right here on KGVC. You're listening to Dunn and Devlin. Now, the Masters completed this past weekend, and this is the first time Tiger Woods had seen the field since his sex scandal last year. Now, he finished only 5 shots behind Phil Mickelson, who took it all, but Tiger wasn't happy with his performance, and neither was, like, critics. I remember I saw one shot, and he was just like, and they had the mic turned up on him, and he was just like, Tiger, Jesus. And I just thought that was funny. But who are you going for in the Masters? You have a favorite or not?
I always go with the Tiger Woods special because he's just a phenomenal athlete. Even though he's had his horrific change of events lately, I still stick with him because I'm a true fan. But that scandal is something that's very serious.
Yeah, I don't know. He could say it was affecting him, or he could say maybe he needs to go out there and shake some more booty in order for him to get back at number 1. But yeah, I mean, I root for Tiger too because he is the face of golf, but he has said some things I don't agree with, like him not claiming to be black. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. He's still a great athlete. And I guess, Nike hasn't dropped him, so that's good for him at least. The Gatorade has. I just looked that up the other day. It's funny because you know they have those Gatorade bottles with Tiger on it. So, you drink that Gatorade at all?
Yeah, I used to enjoy a nice quenching taste of Tiger Gatorade at any gas station or store that you usually go to shop for groceries.
You see it anymore though. I don't think I've seen it.
No, I haven't. I actually haven't seen it for a while. I've actually been getting into a little bit more of Powerade, excuse me, because I'm a big fan of LeBron James. The King James, that is.
Keep it tuned right here. You're listening to the best of the 80s and the 90s here on KGVC 94.1. Coming up, I got some Janet Jackson with Black Cat.
And welcome back. You're listening to 94.1 KGVC Radio with Dunn and Devlin. And right now we're going to talk to you a little bit about baseball, Major League Baseball, that is. And basically, ever since the 90s, I believe, from the strike that they had, they really struggled to come back as a rising popularity for many audience members to come and view. However, they changed to a steroid-eating appetite and made them hit tremendous home runs and made the game look bigger than life, which made a whole lot of audience members come and watch, including names such as Mark McGwire, Rafael Palmeiro, Roger Clemens, Andy Pettitte, Jason Giambi, and plenty more down the list.
Do you think they're all still juicing?
I don't believe that a lot of them are, but then again, some of them might be. I mean, coming back from an injury is tough enough. So I believe that many doctors have given the approval to use certain types of drugs for a certain amount of use and a certain amount of time. However, when it comes to an effect where somebody's using it or overdosing on it and using it to their advantage, that's when it gets out of hand.
Yeah, I even heard, they have a new list of banned substances now. That's like, goes on and on. I heard the other day that they even banned creatine. Did you hear about that?
Yes, they were banning creatine, I believe, ever since I was in high school, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I've taken it myself. I don't think it should be on the banned substance at all.
I've actually tried that as well, and I actually did not notice any difference from normal life at all. I didn't notice any improvement or any negative side effects from it. However, creatine is produced by your brain, and having extra creatine in your body could hurt you, but they have done tests in college that proves that it's okay to have extra creatine flowing through your body.
The body just pees it out. It's like you can have extra like 2.5 grams, and then after that, just the body just pees it out. So it is what it is. I even heard the other day that Barry Bonds actually congratulated Mark McGwire for going back to the game and coaching at the Cardinals, but at the press conference, someone had asked him something about McGwire, and then he suddenly said that and then shut off the whole press conference because I guess he felt like he was about to get bombarded by some steroid questions. We're going to keep the music going right here. Coming up, we got some Sticks with Best of the Times. This is KGVC 94.1 FM. That was just Enrique Iglesias with Be Near Me. This is KGVC 94.1 FM. Now, just this past weekend, I was trying to find a place to go bowling, so I went to Plaza Lanes, but I saw all these cars packed in there, and I'm like, man, what's going on? And then, of course, I pulled over and saw somebody I know, and it was somebody at my high school, and they were having after prom. So, prom's starting up, but I should have known that, because this other day, I was watching KCCI, and they were talking about how this couple was using duct tape to make their vest and their dress, and I guess they're competing to get this $3,000 scholarship, and whoever votes on them, whoever gets the most votes out of like the whole state of Iowa, then I guess they win the money. I don't know how it came out, but would you ever do something crazy like that? Like the guy had a duct tape vest and the girl had a duct tape dress.
Actually, I did do something similar to that effect. We had, in middle school, I was given a chance to duct tape my principal to the wall in the middle of our basketball arena. So it was pretty thrilling to see a lot of use of duct tape going into a full effects of our principal getting stuck to the wall. You know, it was just an awesome event to, you know.
That's not much of an effect, but I mean.
You know what I mean.
It is, but it didn't have much use, like using it as a prom dress. But I guess they used like 50 rolls of tape and spent just as much money as you would on a regular tux and prom dress. But
I've seen a lot of people do a lot of cool things with duct tape. I've seen people who have made wallets out of duct tape.
I've seen backpacks.
And backpacks and hats and all sorts of things. I mean, it's crazy what you can use to make something.
Yeah, I'm just not that creative myself, so I don't know. I was talking to my date about it the other day. My date that went over with me to prom, and I was talking to her about I was like, would you have done something like that? She was like, yeah, if I could have got a $3,000 scholarship. I was like, yeah, right. She spent like $500 on her dress, and she went to different school. And the next prom we went to, she spent like $600. I'm like, yeah, right. She said, well, I guess I would have had somebody make it for me, but whatever, I guess. So I don't know that girl's name, but I hope they win. Whoever they showed on KCCI, or somebody go through that. Keep it locked right here on KGVC. Coming up, got some Michael Jackson. That was just Destiny's Child with Bills, 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 and you're listening to the best of the 80s and the 90s on KGVC Radio. Just this afternoon, a man was hit while running across the street at the 30th Street and Douglas Avenue. I guess the car had been stopped at a stoplight, and the man was Daryl Evans, age 49, and he was running along the roadway. He's in fair condition now. But that reminds me, because today myself, I almost hit somebody. I thought I was going to hit somebody because they almost just crossed down in front of the street in front of me because they weren't even looking. I had to stop, but I mean, geez, just some people just don't watch nowadays. Have you had any close encounters?
I've had some pretty close encounters with the jaywalkers and so forth, but
yeah, that's what it is most of the time. But this guy didn't have any excuse. He should have been looking to his right because they were at a stoplight, so that was just the guy who hit him's fault.
Yeah, I've never really had a huge crash. Better knock on some wood here. But I've never had a huge crash besides flat tires and hitting the curb. And that's about it, really. I actually hit a non-moving car, though, you know, in the parking lot. You know, I have a little difficulty in the parking lot. But other than that...
Nope.
Yeah, I've always left a note. And I've always handled my business professionally and, you know, with great respect towards others because I believe that's the right type of attitude to go about it.
I know I've just come to my car and, like, a couple of days later I see a spot on my car and, like, somebody else points out to me, oh, what happened to your car? I'm like, I have no idea, even though I know I've hit a lot of stuff, but, you know, I would tell them, I'd be like, yeah, I hit something there, hit something here, but never have hit another car and got into some trouble. But I remember one time I did hit this dog. So it was this dog that just ran out in front of me. But the dog was okay though, because I saw him just in the yard like a month later. But I did feel bad though. I got out the car and the guy.
You know, that's actually a
kind with me.
That's a really sad story, you know, because my friend actually had a dog that got hit by the UPS man and lost his leg. He's three-legged. He actually passed away a little while ago, but yeah, if somebody hit my dog, he might need operation.
The dog or the guy?
My dog.
Yeah, I bet he would need an operation.
My dog's silly, my dog.
Oh yeah, you're not the violent type, right? But hey, with his dog, so I mean, the owner should have had him on a leash. Okay, he just ran out in front of me.
Most definitely.
But yeah, he was fine. But yeah, I bet a UPS truck would do some damage. But that's too bad.
Well, we're gonna keep it going here. We're gonna get back to you here, and we got coming up. Let's see here, Super Freak. So keep it locked here at 94.1 KGVC Radio.
That was just Kenny Loggins with Danger Zone, and we only got a couple more songs left before we're out of here. I want to thank everybody that listened. This has been Devlin.
And this has been Dunn.
And you've been listening to the best of the 80s and 90s right here on KGVC Radio.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon or great night.